Hello my friends, my name is Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome to a channel update video on my channel. I haven't done these in a while, so I thought it was about time we did one right now. So I have my list by here of things that I wish to talk about, topics that I wish to cover in today's video. Also, you're probably thinking that I am the Welsh incarnation of Ragnar Lothbrok with my big massive beard and short hair here, but don't worry, it is something which I wanted to do. Just change things up a little bit. You know, it's nice to just change things up and try something a little bit different. Let me know what you think of the beard, guys. So we're going to start today's video by talking about something very close to my heart, and that is that I went to Anfield for the first time quite recently with my father and my brother-in-law. Now, for those who don't know, I'm a lifelong Liverpool fan. I've been supporting Liverpool since I was about 7 years old in the late 90s. And I've always wanted to go to see Liverpool play at Anfield. I've always wanted to go there. And because of various different reasons, the fact that my father used to work quite regularly, you'd be doing night shifts and stuff on a Saturday, he'd be on call, and I was in school and stuff, and I wouldn't always have the opportunity to go there. Plus, Liverpool's quite a far distance away from where we live. Like, the transport links are ridiculous. Like, to catch a train to Liverpool, it would take, like, I think it's like 6 or 7 hours and like 3 different swap overs and stuff. So it's quite difficult to get to, but they had a Legends game quite recently, Liverpool versus Bayern Munich Legends, and me, my father and brother-in-law went. It was really good. They drew 5-5, really enjoyed it, so just really happy. Made my week, really. Probably made my, well, I wouldn't say made my year, because I got other stuff to talk about later in this video, but it's going to be one of the highlights of my year, put it that way. The second thing I want to talk about is that my fiance, Panda Princess, has a new job. Now, she had an interview last week. She was successful. We found out she got the job, I think it was within like half hour or so of the interview ending, so it was quite a quick turnaround. I'm not going to tell you where it is or anything, because that's her business. I wouldn't want to just start talking about other people's business willy-nilly in this video. But the good news is it means that we can progress with things a bit more now. We can put a bit more money aside for saving and that sort of thing. So it's good news. It's really good news for both of us. And that leads me nicely into the next thing now, which is the house and the wedding. So we are looking to get married in September 2019. That's pretty much nailed on, I would say now. We haven't got a date set yet. We haven't booked anything yet, but we've got pretty much a good idea of what venues and what sort of price range and stuff we're looking at now. So once everything's confirmed and stuff, I'll probably let you guys know in a future update video. But we're looking really good with that. Made some progress. She's actually got her wedding dress already. I've got my tie already. It's funny how we're doing this. And she's got a few other things that she's bought as well, ready for it. I've also got the wedding rings as well. So we've actually bought some of the stuff beforehand to make it easier for us later on. We've got some good deals as well. So we're really happy with that sort of thing. So that's the wedding. With the house and the business with that, we're obviously looking to... we've been looking for a while now, but with her getting this job, it does mean that we can look with a bit more haste, and I'd like to say by the end of the summer we'll hopefully have our own place. That's kind of the aim. We definitely want to do it this year. We've got to a point, both of us now, where we're both feeling quite, I'd say, isolated, because we're both obviously living at home still. Like with me, for example, I'm going to touch on streaming in a sec, but you know as well as I do from the various videos I've made down the years about how poor my internet is living where I am right now, and I can't do anything with it at all. So it'll you know, that's like a small part of it, but it'll make such a difference overall. We're just excited, really, just super excited, and hopefully we can get a nice place sorted out soon. Now, I did mention the stream in there. I touched upon it, and I want to talk about it a bit more in depth. So this weekend, just gone, me and Panda set up a couple of private streams on my channel for YouTube. One was a 720 stream, and one was a 480p stream, and unfortunately, both of them didn't work at all. Within like 5 seconds of me starting the stream, I was getting thousands upon thousands of dropped frames. I did speed tests, and even though my download speed's a lot better than it's ever been, really, I've been getting like 11 and 12 sort of download, whereas before I used to get like between 6 and 8. My upload speed's gone to trash. Some days I might get like 0.75, which is what I used to get like as the minimum of me streaming before. More often than not, it'll drop down to like 0.50, 0.60, and I just can't do anything with that, unfortunately. I can't stream at all like that. It makes uploading a challenge as well. And quite often as well, I'll be talking to Panda on Facebook Messenger, and we'll have like the video cameras up and we're talking when she's at home. And then that will just drop just automatically, like within a few minutes of us talking, and then I'll have to wait like a few minutes and ring her back. So it's quite frustrating. It doesn't seem to be able to hold a stream at all either. which is upsetting, obviously, because I haven't done a stream since January, and I was hoping to do a lot more streaming this year, and I've only done the one stream, so I've gone back a mile, really. And especially now, like, the YouTube has made a lot of different changes. I got I think I got 4 more custom emojis I can use now. They've rolled out a few more to channels, so I could actually add more custom emojis. But I just feel like I can't interact anymore with people because of this, because I can't do the whole streaming thing. But like I said, hopefully this is just gonna be a temporary suspension of me not doing the streams and stuff. Once we do get our own place, I'm taking internet coverage into account, as well as other things like transport links, distance to family members, what public transport shops are nearby, you know, things like that all come into consideration. Schools, because if we start a family in a few years' time, then we're going to obviously want to have an idea of the schools and stuff. So there's a few things that we're taking into consideration. But the internet is something which is obviously a priority to me, because it's what I enjoy doing. It's a priority to Panda as well, because like she's going to be using it as well as me. With various things, like even simple things like paying your bills and stuff. You don't want to be pissing about online waiting for something to load and refresh and stuff. You want to be able to just do it, don't you? So even little things like that. So that's kind of where I stand with the internet thing at the moment. But I'm hoping that if we can get us our own place with decent enough internet speed come sort of end of the summer, hopefully, then we can proceed and like actually get back into some sort of streaming on a weekly basis, which would be really good. Now, I want to talk about upcoming games and my graphics card. Now, I think about 3 or 4 months ago, I did a video where I talked about my graphics card. I have a GTX 970 4GB. It's actually a 3.5 gig because they locked off that 0.5 naughty buggers that they are. And it's been a pretty decent graphics card by and large for the last 2 years. I've been able to play most games I've thrown at it, but it's got to the point now where it's on its way out. I can't play things like I can't play Warhammer 2, for example. I tried to record and play that, and every so often it'll crash, and I've had to scale back so much on that game to get it to work. Like I've got unit sizes down to like medium, so rather than having like 120 men in a regiment, I've got like 60. So little things like that, which is frustrating. And I've got it down to like medium and low graphics. So if you watch my Tomb King series, which I know a couple of you do, it's visually is probably not the best, so I'm doing the best of what I can work with at the moment. But the graphics card, it needs to be replaced at some point. I did see a graphics card on eBay quite recently. It was a 1080 and it was like £54. I was like, that can't be right. And it's in Australian dollars, so it was like 112 Australian dollars, but £54 my currency. And then like I looked at it today and it's just gone completely. It's like it looks like totally like suspicious and stuff. Like no way would they be that price. I put that exact card into Google, went to scan, and it's like £1,000 card. So it's off the back of a lorry or something. Something dodgy going on with it anyway. But I didn't go for it. But yeah, graphics card wise, I want to obviously improve my setup because there's new games coming out which I might play. You know, Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out. That's something I'd probably give a go. I haven't played the first one. I might watch the first one and then decide on whether I want to get it or not. Far Cry 5 came out recently. I played 4, I played Primal, so naturally I'd be looking to play this. I haven't bought it though because I just can't play it on PC. Because I just know I'll buy it, and then when I'm in the middle of a gunfight and stuff, it'll just crash on me again because my PC just can't seem to handle things. Kingdom Come Deliverance is a prime example of this. I got Kingdom Come Deliverance. Fantastic game. I'm probably about 1/3 of the way through. I'm on the mission where you've got the young lord, Capron, I can't remember his name now. It's been a while since I played it. And he takes you into the forest and you go hunting with him. You're trying to kill rabbits and hares and you've got your bow and arrow and stuff. I crash every time I load up the game to go into that mission because my graphics card can't handle all the different vegetation, grass, textures and stuff in that forest. I scale it down all the way to low and it crashes constantly. So my PC just doesn't seem to like these newer games now. My graphics card doesn't like these newer games. And it's a bit of an issue because it means like the stuff coming out now, like for example, Throne to Britannia is coming out. It's supposed to be this month, but it's been delayed next month for me because they're making some touching it up and putting some little updates and stuff on it. And that's something I want to play. Obviously, I've been saying for a long time I'm going to do a Gwynedd campaign, the Welsh faction. And the issue I have now is that I can't see me. Well, I might not be able to play that game depending on how optimized it is. If it's going to be a lot more like Attila, which I'm hoping it is because it's using the Attila engine, I should be okay because I can play Attila just about right now. But when it comes to like the newer stuff, like the Warhammer 2, anything from like that engine onwards, I might struggle with it now. So they need to, well, I need to get a new graphics card. I can't afford one at the moment. I've got a money pot up there, and I'm putting money into it. I put a photo of it on my Discord last week. I'm trying to make as much money as I can right now and save as much money as I can, but it's awkward. To the point where I'm literally joining loads and loads of Gleam competitions from random people just to try and win something, like an updated graphics card or something, because at the moment I just can't afford it at all. But that's where I stand with the graphics card and the upcoming games. Just got to sit tight for now, record where I can for my YouTube channel when I want to record stuff. And yeah, it's an issue. There is something else I want to talk about while we're on the technology subject, though, and that is VR. I've been looking into VR stuff recently as well. I've got a PlayStation 4 right there. I use it for... I watch YouTube on it, believe it or not. I watch WWE Network. Panda will sometimes watch Crunchyroll. And in the other side of my room then, I've got a little stand with all my PlayStation games. I've got 8 PlayStation 4 games on there. I used to have like 20 odd, 25, 30 maybe. But I sold a bunch on Music Magpie because I didn't play them. I hardly play any of my PlayStation 4 games at the moment. And it's a crime really, because I love my PS4. I've always loved PlayStation. I've had all versions of PS4, all versions of PlayStations rather. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and then obviously 4. And I've been with it all the way through. I haven't played it for ages. I don't play on the PS4 that often. But I think VR would be good because it's something which intrigues me. Can you imagine pretending you're in this world, like an open world, like Fallout 4, or in the Wasteland, or in Tamriel or something with Skyrim? Can you imagine being in that sort of position? I know it's not perfect from what I've watched online of it, but it certainly piqued my interest and would be something I'd be interested in looking into in the future. I know VR headsets do cost a hell of a lot of money. I think the Vive and the Oculus are the most expensive ones, and then the PlayStation VR seems to be the cheaper option. I read an article yesterday saying that they are hoping that the price drop might be happening soon, mainly because I think they're going to have an updated version of it, or something's going to be released or announced at E3 this year. But what they're saying in UK currency is going to be dropping from about 350 to about 250 brand new, which is really good. And I think you can get some of them pre-owned for about 200 or so. So I'm going to keep an eye out on VR headsets, because I am tempted to get one. From what people have been saying online, you're better off getting a PlayStation 4 Pro than the regular PlayStation. It seems to be more optimized for the Pro. I'm not buying another PlayStation just for one thing, though. That's just ridiculous. That's what I hate with console gaming, is how they release one, you save up money to buy a console, and then like 5 months later, oh, we've got the Pro coming out, we've got the Slim coming out, and it's just like, ugh, annoying. So I'm tempted. Again, though, I'd rather get a graphics card than the Oculus. I'd rather get the graphics card than the VR headset. But in the back of my mind, the VR headset, I'm going to look into it a bit more, and one day, when I'm a millionaire, I might be able to afford to buy one. But at the moment, I'm just looking at it, and I want to know what you guys think of VR and VR headsets. And have you played any games in VR? And if so, what were your experiences of those games? Okay, so we're going to finish off this update video by talking about a new series of mine. So it hasn't really got a name. It's 3-minute history or 5-minute history, depending on how long the video is. It's taken from, well, the inspiration of it is from other history channels like Baz Battles, like History for Hilbert, like 10-minute history. There's a 3-minute history channel as well, which I totally didn't steal the idea from. I believe it or not, I didn't steal it. I did my 3-minute history video first, and then I looked online, and then I found the channel afterwards. But the idea is I create characters, historical figures and stuff on Photoshop. I do a script. I put it all into Adobe Elements, and then I just spend a hell of a lot of time painstakingly editing the lines and stuff. The most editing I've ever done on my channel, probably. And I tweak my script, and I record it, obviously, and I put it in, and it takes ages. It can take me a week to get a video done. That's not me working full on each week. That's me doing like an hour or so every day, whenever I can, if I can, because obviously I'm quite busy and stuff. But it can take me a week for a video to be up on a weekend. I might start that video on the Monday, and it wouldn't be released until the Sunday. That's the sort of time frame. I really enjoyed making them. They seem to be going down quite well from the first few videos. Quite a lot of comments on the first one. The views are pretty good by my standards. Like, each video's got over 100 views, which is surprising for me because I didn't think they would do that well. I'm comparing them to my Let's Plays, like my Tomb Kings, because my Tomb Kings only gets like 10 views per video now. Yeah, YouTube sucks sometimes, doesn't it? The views just go, wow. But they're doing quite well. I'm hoping to do more. Maybe once every 2 weeks might be more feasible for me, depending on time constraints and stuff. But I'm doing Welsh history mainly. I am thinking about doing Roman history now. I might actually branch in slightly and do like the Welsh tribes of the Roman tribes, the Welsh tribes in Roman Wales. Is that what I'm trying to say? Like the Ordovician tribes and stuff like that, and actually talk about that, and then go into Roman history and talk about like Roman Britain and then Roman history as a whole. 'Cause I love Roman history. That's one of my favorite periods of time. And I think that'd be quite cool. So let me know what you think, guys. Anyway, going to end the video here. I've been Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye. Thank you for watching the video. I want to say a massive thank you to all my patrons and all my sponsors on YouTube Gaming. They're currently on the screen right now. For more information, check out all the links in my description and check out the links on the screen as well.